Hello everyone and welcome to the Captain's Video Weblog. Welcome to the Captain's Video Weblog. We are Wednesday, December the 23rd, and yeah, that's better. Today was the last day for Christmas shopping. Didn't do any because I'm in the sites. Nothing to laugh about. I only did it twice, like last year and 2 years ago. Yeah, because well, I had the money and I had some ideas, and I mean, it was kind of yeah, but I mean, I had kind of ideas because it was more like the lowest common denominator. Like, yeah, do I like it? Yeah, do I like it just enough that other people might like it? Yeah, I also have some ideas because sometimes I overhear things. You know, I'm kind of a spy. No, I'm really not. People constantly tell me that I'm fucking discreet, but they don't hear me coming. I mean, not that coming. Please don't have a dirty mind. So anyway, yeah. I mean, there was even a talk about getting video games. I'm like, I mean, our most recent console is not that recent at all. We're almost 2 generations behind if we count the possibility that the Nintendo NX might come out this coming year. Because we have the Wii and we don't play it that much because Wii is for more than one person usually, and I'm the only one who plays on a regular basis. So yeah, I mean, we the only console that we bought out of its time was the PS2, PlayStation 2 that we bought kind of the around the time the PS3 came out, so it was really on a high discount. Worth it. I still play it every now and then. We mainly I mean for not for video games, but we also use it as a DVD player. So yeah, finding use in stuff. Um, Talking about players, uh, there's this streaming service, legal anime streaming service, that I kind of went against recently for their romanization of names in Owari no Seda because, I mean, Guren and Kururu and Mikaela, well, and KRUL, fuck, I said their name. They call them Glenn, Kulu, and Mikael, and they were like, no, I complained about it on Twitter because Twitter is for complaining about stuff, right? And they were like, no, first off, no, with all caps, yeah, way to be kind of comprehensive. No, it's the official names, no, 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 in the manga. Manga, it's Mikaela, it's not Mikael, fuck off. Um, yeah, so I mean, they might have their valid reasons for doing that. Just don't sound that sound because I mean, Kururu it sounds a bit wacky and not really Romanian or vampire, you know, uh, Hungarian, Transylvanian, Germanic. Who cares? I know that the Romanians and the Hungarians are not Germanic people. I know that. No, no, no need to tell me. Yeah. So first off, Guren, I don't think they called it Glenn, his parents, because the Ichinose family is a branch of the Hidagi family. And like, well, I mean, yeah. I don't think that the nobles, you know, they're the chiefs of the Imperial Demon Army, would be like, yeah, we're gonna call him Glenn because obviously, nah. I mean, it's a very close-minded family, uh, and most of all, the main source I base myself on for the names is first the official trailer, which had romanizations of the names. You know, they had Guren, they had KRUL, they had Michaela. They also had Asura Maru, but it's kind of understandable in that Ashura is the brother of KRUL, and they're Romanian, so they have this, the wiggle under the S that makes the S sound like sh. So I'm okay with that. And then there's also the manga website, the Japanese website, um, which has the name for the characters. And there's Guren, there's KRUL, and there's Michaela. I'm not going to talk about Michaela anymore because I mean you understand it. It's only in the French subtitles of the anime that he's Michael for some reason because he's a boy and boy names don't end with A. But I don't even think he's Japanese. I think it's like Finnish or something like that. I mean, it's the thing they say on A, so I'm gonna believe that. Um, and yeah, even the anime website has the KRUL and Guren. So yeah, so they have this player, and it's kind of a thing I really noticed is that well they now you can choose the sound, the quality of the sound. It's still AAC, but you can choose whether you want 56 kilobits per second or 128. And 128 really sounds crisp as fuck, despite the fact that when you listen it to on an MP3, 128 sounds like, well, you compressed all in one single track, and that doesn't sound good. Maybe it's because the main things about voices or is that one track. Yeah, you don't have a voice on various tracks. That would be weird. Like the people are saying, yeah, the Corsicans they can do the polyphonics, but no, it's because there are a lot of people with different tones. You're not that dumb, are you? Um, yeah. So anyway, what can I say? Maybe if they, maybe it's the AAC format that's more efficient than the MP3. I wouldn't rule it out because I mean, why not? I think AAC is a format developed by Apple. I could be wrong about that, but hey, who am I to know shit about stuff? Yeah. Um, what can I say really? Uh, yeah, I was thinking about that because while I was doing the Christmas shopping that I, at the end of the day, um, didn't do nothing. Oh boy, how fun it is. Um, I was watching Owari Monogatari, which is the first part of the final season of Monogatari, because everyone knows that now with Oroka Monogatari and Waza Monogatari and maybe Tsugi Monogatari, even though I think that Tsugi has been discarded for Oroka and Waza. I mean, Tsugi was announced last year. I remember that because it was the same class I had this year that I talked about was really boring and nobody likes. But it was another class last year that was on pretty much the same principle that, it was boring, nobody liked it. But I kind of liked it because it helped me, it allowed me to talk with my friends when I was doing my BA. So, it was also fun. So, and I could browse 4chan, so, yeah, it was cool. So yeah, Owari Monogatari. It's supposed to be the final season of the light novels because it's a split core, which is kind of weird because Shaft has this thing where they usually do a whole story at once, which is why Bake is 12 episodes plus 3 Omake episodes, on the internet, because the story was pretty much ended after the 12th episode. The 3 more episodes, really wrapping it up. Also, I was blue-balled as fuck because why would you choose Senjo Gahara? Fuck. I mean, she's not the worst girl. That would go to Nadeko because she's fucking mad. But I mean, Tsubasa is so much better. I know that she never said to you that she loved you until Neko Shiro, but I mean, so yeah, there was Bake, there was Nisei, which is a low point in the series, even though kind of, I mean, it's a very story-driven series. It's really strange not to say story because Monogatari is really translate to story. Go chuck on a dick, Nishio-isin. Um, I mean, it's pretty good literature. It really holds up. Wouldn't say that. I mean, it's pretty good teen literature. I wouldn't say that it's on the level, on the same level as I don't know, James Joyce. Even though James Joyce is just wanking over the typewriter and just typing whatever, until while have 1,000 pages. Well, I will send that to my editor. Whoa, boy. So Nisei, because it had a lot of fan service, I think that it was supposed to be 40 Years of Nishio Isin only, the novel, but who cares really? Introduces a lot of important characters like Kaiki, Tsukihi, and Karen. Well, more Tsukihi, who will have an important role, I think, in Oroka Monogatari. But yeah, it also gave us that scene with the toothbrush. I wasn't jerking in my mouth. Fuck you. So yeah, and then there was Neko Kuro, which were 4 episodes on New Year's Eve, which kind of became a tradition because Tsuki Monogatari was the same format, and then there was the which I thought Owari Monogatari would be, but when they did Monogatari series second season, which was a lot of stories into 24 episodes. But I guess that the production of Kizu, that they couldn't, I think that Kizu was supposed to come out in 2012, being replaced by Nisei, and then was 2013, 2014, they didn't say anything for 2015, and yet they announced that, and it's final in 2016 with 3 movies. Holy shit, that's some huge thing. The hype that was surrounding Owari Monogatari for the first episode, because it had that that thing with the announcement of the first Kizu Monogatari movie, with Tsubasa Hanekawa in ASCII on the website saying, it's not the time yet. So yeah, it's kind of weird to see them doing a split core, especially because they ended it with Shinobu Mail, which happens pretty much at the same time as Neko Shiro, and after Oni, which means that I think the only arcs that are in the same kind of one after another is in Bake and probably Nisei, because first there's Kizu Monogatari that happens before the whole thing, then chronologically there's Neko Kuro, Neko Shiro, and Shinobu Mail happened pretty much at the same time. So Shinobu Mail is the whole second Owari Monogatari novel. So yeah, the first Owari Monogatari novel, which has Ogi formula, Sodachi Riddle and Sodachi Lost. Huge props to Marina Inoue for her portrayal of Sodachi Oikura as a Broken Girl Extraordinaire, really. Um, One of the best performances in Monogatari since I would say Hanakana, when Nadeko just goes flying off the handle in Nadeko Medusa, so Monogatari series second season. That was a lot of fun. Like, eh, it was a lot of fun seeing, the cute little girl that's here for a lot of dirty fan service. Like, when there was her arc in Bakemonogatari, I was like, I'm going to jail for that. But yeah, it was really fun. Um, yeah, I mean, it really leaves you the taste of, yeah, it's unfinished. Please continue. I mean, th- there's also the chronological explanation because, um, if anything, Hana Monogatari is the very last story, because it happens when Koyomi is already in university. Um, so pretty much, I think that Suruga is the only one who still is at Naoetsu High, though maybe Karen has graduated from the middle school. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, um, it's that's why Hana feels so irrelevant because yeah, it happens after everything has settled. Why why would you add another layer of bullshit? I love a lot Suruga. She's best girl, but hey, that wasn't really interesting. I mean, there was a lot of Yuri undertones, but that's kind of normal because Suruga is lesbian. So yeah, light novels. When it comes to light novels, Monogatari is at the top really, and that's kind of a good thing and a bad thing because when it comes to anime, Monogatari has set some records. It's the highest sold anime of the 21st century. The highest sold anime ever is Evangelion, of course. I mean, at this point, we still don't know when 4.0, I mean 3.0 plus 1.0 is coming out. I mean, there was the Japanese Animator Expo. Then there was Hideaki Anno's involvement in Godzilla. Next thing, Kara is gonna say, yeah, Gainax came to us and they really sent out Yoshiyuki Sadamoto, and he was like, yeah, please help us for Aoki Uru, we can do that. And the Akiano was like, I don't know, it's an old project, The Wings of Oneomis. And we're like, yeah, but please, I mean, you were there, you were supervising the whole shit, so why not? And Keanu has said, yeah, okay. And they say, well, no Evangelion till 2019. Fuck. I mean, that's the only imaginable course of action because there's no way the film is coming out any soon. It's going to be the new Kizunever meme on a 4.0 never. Although it kind of already is. But it's losing some ground to the fact that 3.0 has not yet come out in the US. Thanks, Funimation. I mean, I have the DVD. So yeah. Then, I mean, in light novels, there are a couple of labels. I mean, not a couple, several labels that are putting out some good work, like ASCII, GA Bunko. I don't know. I mean, I would say Interbrain because there's Log Horizon, but Log Horizon is literally the only bestseller Interbrain has. Everything else is ASCII and SB Creative, and I don't know. There's one that I really don't like is Media Factory with the MF Bunko J something like that. It's trash. And I mean, it's not trash because all they're doing is putting out um, anime with a little bit of fantasy and a lot of ecchi, but because it has not a good story. I mean, it's yeah, you see this template, and they throw in a lot of fan service, and I think that's why Monogatari is kind of a culprit of the fact of how it works today anime in the 2010s, because Monogatari is so successful. The other labels, the other studios want to replicate that success, and the only one who's been able to be kind of successful but without doing the same is the guys who are in charge of Sword Art Online. Even though Sword Art Online has really gone fast to shit in its anime adaptation, and I think that the light novels aren't really good either because 2 years worth of semen. 2 years worth of semen, man. Kirito must have been pretty fucking frustrated if he hadn't fapped in 2 fucking years. How beta are the Japanese men to be able to go on for 2 fucking years and not being, taken with some kind of urge? It's natural. Not an urge to have sex, just an urge to let it out. Go in a corner. I don't know, man. Plus, I mean, there was this doujin where Kirito was having sex with Asuna in the game, but in real life it was with his stepsister because it's fucked up because, of course. Anyway, yeah. So when we talk about light novels, Media Factory, last year Media Factory were like, yeah, we've had 5 light novels series adapted. From the earliest was Maho Senso, which was shit. No Game No Life, it was kind of decent, even though the author has been, the illustrator has been kind of found guilty of tracing. Then there was Seikoku no Dragonar, which was shit. I mean, zombie dragons, which are only about being tentacle monsters from hentai. Am I right? There was Madame no to Vanadis, or no, yeah, and there was Seretsuka in the Blade Dance, which had no blade dance. That's great. And because of that, I've decided that I wouldn't watch a lot of anime adaptations of light novels unless it would really talk to me, like, well, I mean, yeah, alright. That's why this season I'm watching all but one adaptations of a light novel that has the same fucking setting. Battle anime from a light novel in a high school, and there's magic. There's Taimado, there's Rakudai Kishino Cavalry, and there's no, I'm only watching 2 because Gakusen Toshi Asterisk I'm not watching because people have told me it's trash, and if it's trash, I found the first 2 kind of trashy. The third, I feel like I'm not gonna like it. So yeah, the first one that I really didn't watch at all, even though I was kind of tempted this year, was in January with Absolute Duo, produced by 8-Bit and from Media Factory. So yeah, I was tempted to watch it because it had it had nothing really. I was tempted to watch it just because I thought, I'm not watching anything really this season. That's weird. Even though I was watching like 20 series, everything is fine. 8-Bit. I think they blew their load in the opening sequence because the animation was fucking crisp. It was amazing, and I not only did they blow their load, I also think they blew their budget because I've heard that it was kind of shit. I mean, you can accept some blunders like with Tio Animation, what they did in the last episode of the third season of Yuru Yuri, season 4 Never, where Kyoko advances her head and suddenly it disappears like that, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck is going on, Kyoko? Where's your head? Are you again bending the dimensional fabric of time or space? Fuck, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this year I was like, yeah, I'm not watching a lot of, I'm not gonna watch a lot of anime adaptations of light novels because most of them are trash. And from what I've heard on the ones I decided not to watch, I was right. So good for me, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, but this coming season, there's like one that I will watch is Haito Genso no Grimgar, which looks fucking beautiful and doesn't look like it will have a lot of fan service. So who knows? I mean, I watched Danmachi this spring because I was like, well, I mean, I kind of need to watch one, and it was fairly enjoyable. Not a lot of fan service. Was the meme show of the season, really, with Hestia and her boob ribbon, because there's really no other way to describe that. But I mean, it was enjoyable. Like this season, Rakurai Kishino Cavalry, fucking enjoyable. Taimado Gakuen, okay, it's edgy. I will take it. So yeah. Anyway, today I had the when I said yesterday the formula of yeah, I'm gonna sleep early. Totally didn't do that. I slept during the afternoon, but not as much as I did the other days. Not, but way too much compared to what I had planned when I realized that I would go to sleep around 11 a.m. But still, I'm fairly tired right now, so I think that I might actually go to sleep early. And at any rate, I will fucking do it because tomorrow, I mean, there's my two brothers-in-law kinda who come at the house. So yeah, I should try at least to look a bit presentable because fuck, my hair is so terrible right now. Anyway. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Goodbye. I don't know. Tomorrow I will film it early in the afternoon, I guess.